Chapter 3, Parallel Comparisons of Singers in Voci Parallele. Chapter 3, Parallel Comparisons of Singers. Giacomo Lauri-Volpi delves deeply into his understanding and analysis of classic singers. Below is an expanded summary of the 5 sections, totaling approximately 2,500 words. Section 1, Caruso compared to other tenors. In this section, Lauri-Volpi discusses Enrico Caruso in contrast with other famous tenors of his time. He considers Caruso's voice to be a natural wonder, not only rich but possessing a powerful resonance, making him an ideal of the Italian tenor. Lauri-Volpi emphasizes Caruso's highly masculine, deep-tone voice, particularly in the mid to lower register, where it exudes a robust sense of power. Caruso possessed a wide vocal range and exceptional control, allowing him to express a remarkable strength not achieved through technical skill but by his natural voice and inner emotional expression. Lauri-Volpi further notes that Caruso's approach to high notes was also unique. He didn't force his high notes through tension in the throat and mouth, but rather used abdominal breath support, which allowed for a seamless and stable extension of his voice. By contrast, other tenors, especially those with a more lyrical focus, often lacked Caruso's strength and explosive power. Lauri-Volpi asserts that this natural sense of power was Caruso's unique quality, enabling him to convey deep emotion without sacrificing tone quality. Additionally, Lauri-Volpi highlights Caruso's ability to touch listeners' hearts, attributing this to his reliance on raw emotion rather than just polished technique. Other tenors might possess glamorous tone quality and technical precision, but they lack Caruso's honest and straightforward emotional expression, which makes Caruso irreplaceable in operatic history. Section 2, Gigli and other lyric tenors. In this part, Lauri-Volpi compares Beniamino Gigli with other lyric tenors, noting that Gigli's voice is soft and sweet with a distinctive warmth, which gives his tone a captivating quality, especially in lyrical arias. Gigli's sound is light and elegant, suited for conveying delicate emotions and gentle moods, making him comfortable in lyrical Italian opera roles. However, Lauri-Volpi points out that while Gigli's tone is charming, it can sometimes feel overly saccharine, lacking Caruso's deep masculinity. Gigli's high notes are light and flow with grace, though sometimes lacking strength and intensity. By comparison, Caruso's high notes were powerful and penetrating, resonating deeply with audiences. Lauri-Volpi views Gigli as suited for lyrical roles, but in roles that demand powerful breath support and rich resonance, his tone and power are somewhat lacking. Lauri-Volpi also analyzes Gigli's breath control and vocal cord use, noting that his breath technique is light and fluid, allowing for effortless glides between notes, giving his voice a natural beauty. This quality makes his singing highly approachable. However, Lauri-Volpi believes that this light approach limits Gigli's tonal depth, causing his voice to feel thin when conveying profound emotions. Despite this, Lauri-Volpi holds Gigli's lyrical talent in high regard, considering him unmatched in nuanced role portrayal and elegant tone. Section 3, the dramatic contrast of Lazzaro and Del Monaco. In this section, Lauri-Volpi contrasts the Spanish tenor Hipólito Lazzaro with the Italian tenor Mario del Monaco, highlighting their individual dramatic qualities. He notes that both tenors bring unique dramatic intensity, with Lazzaro's powerful high notes exuding an immediate and direct impact. Lauri-Volpi describes Lazzaro's high notes as showcasing his great lung capacity and explosiveness, bringing a sense of urgency and realism to his roles. By contrast, Del Monaco's voice is heavier and more solid, especially when conveying intense emotions in dramatic roles. His voice projects power and steadiness, lending his performances a dignified, imposing quality. In tragic roles, Del Monaco's delivery is particularly moving. Lauri-Volpi points out that Del Monaco's vocal depth and breath control surpass Lazzaro's. Lauri-Volpi believes that both tenors add valuable dimensions to dramatic roles, Lazzaro with raw power and intense emotion, and Del Monaco with his profound tone and breath-supported strength. While the two differ in style, both represent the pinnacle of dramatic tenor performance in their respective ways. Section 4, the Toscanini eras sound vs. Modern singing styles. In this section, Lauri-Volpi explores the differences between the singing style of the Toscanini era and contemporary styles. He notes that Toscanini's era emphasized natural emotional expression, focusing on heartfelt singing and rich vocal tone. Lauri-Volpi believes that singers from this period prioritized authentic sound and natural breathing, avoiding mechanical control and instead emphasizing human expression through the voice. In contrast, modern singing styles tend to emphasize technical perfection and tonal purity. Lauri-Volpi criticizes this trend, suggesting that while modern singers may display high technical skill, their voices lack vitality. He emphasizes that Toscanini-era singers brought emotions to life more naturally, allowing them to connect deeply with audiences through authentic expression. Lauri-Volpi argues that while technique is important in singing, without emotional depth, the sound becomes lifeless. He calls on modern singers to learn from the Toscanini era, balancing technique with humanity and emotional richness. Toscanini-era singers moved audiences not just with technique, but with genuine emotion and human depth. Section 5. Lauri-Volpi's self-assessment. In the final section, Lauri-Volpi reflects on his own singing style, positioning himself between lyric and dramatic qualities, able to balance both. He believes his voice possesses a harmony of lyricism and drama, enabling him to bring both subtlety and intensity to his performances. Lauri-Volpi sees lyricism and drama as complementary, and singers should seek to balance the two. He emphasizes that singers need not only technical skill, but also the ability to express genuine emotions. True artistry, he believes, comes from deep emotional expression, with technique serving as a tool for that expression. Lauri-Volpi is proud of his ability to merge the natural beauty of his voice with personal feeling through breath support and resonance, which gives his singing style a unique and artistic quality. Lauri-Volpi concludes by summarizing his singing philosophy, which emphasizes deep abdominal breathing and resonance to enrich tonal fullness and continuity. He believes this method produces a clear, rich sound filled with power and authenticity. To him, the singer's role isn't merely to create beautiful sound, but to draw listeners into an emotional journey, touching their hearts. Summary. In these sections from Voci Parallele, Lauri-Volpi not only demonstrates his deep understanding of classic tenors but also presents his core philosophy on singing. He believes that true artistry comes from the natural expression of inner emotions rather than mere technical control. His comparisons provide us with a clearer understanding of individual singer characteristics and the evolution of styles over time. Lauri-Volpi's insights remind us to appreciate the emotional depth and human quality behind the vocal art, rather than solely focusing on tonal purity and technical mastery.